We accepted the highest offer and the whole deal started falling apart. Now we're stuck wondering if we picked the wrong buyer from the start. Unintentional rhyme there, but this is a very specific instance that happens during specific markets, similar to one that we're slowly getting into now. And if you're in a market where you're starting to see multiple offers, or when the interest rates go down, you start seeing multiple offers, you got to be very careful as a seller for this bait and switch type of an offer. Now, from what I've seen, this all originated very, very early COVID, before people started to catch on to the fact that they could get cash offers or cash incentives above asking price. A lot of sellers were hearing that houses are getting in bidding wars and they're getting $10, $20, $30,000 over asking price. And of course that widens your eyes and it makes you feel like, holy cow, we could get that for our house. So when you do list it and you do get multiple offers, you're very quick to jump at one that stands out if it is significantly above asking price. But the trick that these buyers are using is called the appraisal clause. If you don't know what the appraisal is, it's basically the bank's evaluation of the property. And the bank is not going to give you more money than what they think it's worth. So if you have an offer at 450, but the bank says it's only worth 400, well, if the buyer doesn't have cash to cover that, and they haven't already agreed to do that, then you're very likely going to have to lower the price down to that appraisal price. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back on the market, find a new buyer, etc. And when you're already 3 weeks into the process and maybe 5 or 10 days away from closing, it's very hard to want to restart that entire process. So many sellers will often just settle and accept for that appraisal price. It's very sneaky, and eventually sellers start realizing and wanting cash incentives or cash guarantees over the appraisal price. But there is a little bit of a window, and if you're not prepared for it, you can be taken advantage of. So if you're getting offers that are over asking and significantly higher than the other buyers that are competing, just pay attention to that appraisal clause and make sure you're setting yourself up for a situation where you know and can expect what's likely to happen when that appraisal comes in.